Welcome back to TMZ Live, and you could say that the Republican Party is at a crossroads, a major crossroads, basically because of the actions of President Trump over the last, how long has it been since the election now? 17 days?
It feels like months, but yeah.
Yes, it does. And they have to decide, and by the way, this is not something that they can put off, I think, until 2024, even 2023. Because of the election coming up in January in Georgia, which is all important, they've got some decisions they got to make about where the party is going right now. And one of the people who we think will be involved in making that decision is the former RNC chair, Michael Steele. And he is joining us right now to talk about this. Michael, welcome back to TMZ Live. Good to see you. We said we'd bring you back after the election.
And we did.
Yep. We did, yes.
We see the smile, and unfortunately, now we got to turn that smile upside down because you got issues here that Donald Trump seems to have a stranglehold on your party, and there's a lot of talk, and I think it's well placed, that he may decide to just keep this drumbeat going for 4 years and run in 2024. Do you allow that to happen without a challenge? Or are you guys going to try to take back your party?
Well, there are going to be any number of us fair-minded patriots who are going to stand on the principles of the party of Lincoln, not the party of Trump. That's where I stand as a Lincoln Republican. I've been there in that space for a long time, all of my adult life. So, I'll be damned if I'm going to let Donald Trump just have a free pass. That's what this whole battle over the last few years has been about, trying to wrestle that control and those ideas back into prominence and back into a forward position for the Republican Party. Look, Donald Trump is going to do what Donald Trump's going to do. A lot of us, it's not complicated. I mean, he's not going to go away. Number one, he's going to try to assert and exert influence on the party, which he'll likely be successful with in the long run. The question and the challenge is going to be for those who are starting to look at 2024, how do they do it? Because that's going to be the rub for them. Do they embrace Trump or do they walk away from him?
Michael, do you still need to, the most immediate thing is the January runoff in Georgia.
Right.
So does the party still need to embrace President Trump up until that point? Because conventional wisdom is that you need him to get numbers, to get people out to
mobilize his base. And if he gets pissed off, he won't.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. This isn't about having the battle of who we are between now and January. This is about holding the line on those two Senate seats for Loeffler and Perdue, and to then reassert that control, Republican control with the majority in the Senate.
When Hillary Clinton ran for president in 2008, right, everybody thought it was a lock. And Barack Obama stepped in, and at first they said, please. And he somehow did what seemed to be the impossible. Are there any candidates who could duplicate what Barack Obama did in 2008 when it looked like Hillary had a lock? Because I haven't heard any names. Do you have names of people
who would go up against Trump?
Could do that?
Go up against Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Yeah, no,
really?
There's no one. There's no one right. Who? There's no one right now. They're afraid of their own shadows.
I'll give you a name. And I know this is not typically the way it's done. Adam Kinzinger. Adam Kinzinger. I think because he's got a military background, he has been moderate enough that he can work with both sides of the aisle. He's effective. He's conservative, but kind of moderately conservative. That's right. The kind of, I mean, that's a name.
So what do you expect Adam to do?
What Barack Obama did.
Damn, Michael, it's a shade.
Look, there are a lot of people who told Barack Obama, "Don't run. You'll never ever beat Hillary Clinton." But Hillary Clinton
is not. Wait a minute. Hillary Clinton is not Donald Trump. Do you know how crazy Donald Trump is? Hillary Clinton wouldn't do 1/10 of the stuff that Donald Trump is. Donald Trump refuses to acknowledge he lost an election by 5 million votes.
So Michael, why
maybe
not?
What do you think
there's an
he's going to do with
But
Adam
there's your
Kissinger? Kissinger, he's going to give him a nickname and move on.
But maybe there's an opening because Trump has
Right.
acted so crazy and anti-democratic.
Yeah, why not use this as your open? This is your
Where have you
opening.
been for the last 4 years? What has happened over the last 4 years that would suggest to you that Adam would make that move if he hasn't made it already? I mean, Ben Sasse, if you want to talk about someone making the move, Ben Sasse has made the move, but even Ben Sasse, when he was running in his primary, kept his mouth shut. So,
Charles, we smoked Michael Latin, got a name out of him.
Yeah, we didn't get a name.
no, let me just say real quick on both those. I like both of those guys. I particularly appreciate where they stand when it comes to the principle of the country and democracy and all of that. But the reality of it is you got to show me you're ready to go toe to toe with Trump. And that means you're ready to go toe to toe with a base, and you don't give a damn about the base coming after you. You don't give a damn about your reelection. You don't give a damn about anything. Because at the moment you do, you've lost. He wins that fight.
Okay, so Michael, if there isn't someone who you think can take him on, is there a path? And I know this may be painful for you to say, but is there do you wave the white flag and just say, all right, Trump's going to be our guy in 2024 again?
I don't say that. I don't think he runs in 24. I think he wants to play. He wants to play kingmaker. He wants to control the field. He wants to control who does. And if it is confirmed that his son really wants to do it, and he's going to get, who's he going to endorse? His son. And where does the party go? Line right up.
I believe that when Donald Trump goes back to Mar-a-Lago for Christmas, he will not go back to the White House. That's his easy exit, where he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to leave the White House. So I really have been thinking about this. I don't think he ever goes back after Christmas. Right. And furthermore, I was thinking of one of two scenarios. Either he resigns, lets Pence take over for 3 weeks, and then gets pardoned by Pence. But if that doesn't happen, you know, Gerald Ford pardoned Richard Nixon because he said he didn't want the country to go through all of it.
That sounds crazy, Harvey, but I guess it could happen.
Let me tell you where you're right, and let me tell you where it goes a little bit off the rails. Okay, so where you're right is I think he goes home for Christmas and he doesn't come back, right? Because he doesn't want the humiliation of being in Washington and actually having to physically move out. 2, he will not concede the election. 3, he will begrudgingly because GSA will have to, because the law regs require that the apparent winner should have access to the government. And so that's all going to come to a head by the 14th of December. He will not resign. It's just not him. He's not a quitter. So he's not, I mean, it's bad enough being a loser. And then you layer on top of that, he quit right before, his term expired. So then you get to call him a quitter and a loser. I like to double down on that, but that's just not, that's not going to be in his psychology to do that.
Okay.
All right.
That's a fair analysis. We got to have you on several times before January 20th, because there are going to be twists and turns in this. They're going to be insane, right?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Just look, bring the flask with you. I'm ready. Come on, let's do it.
World's scariest soap opera playing out.
If we don't talk to you, Michael, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, fellas. Be good.